I remember the first day in the mission. It was transfers. And when I started my mission, at the beginning, they would do transfer meetings. And transfer meetings is kind of like what you'll see in kind of the training videos with the district. All the missionaries would get together, and companions would be announced and stuff. And mission stopped doing that, unfortunately, kind of halfway through. I think that they're just like, it's not in the White Handbook, so they don't do it anymore. But totally fine. That's what we're supposed to do. We will do it. But at the time, transfer meetings were a thing. And our mission, we would all gather in the chapel. And the new missionaries are sent to sit up front. And I remember I walked in late. I had to go to the bathroom, and so I totally missed the beginning part. And they were like, and now we'll sing the mission song, which at the time was Brightly Beams, Our Father's Mercy, which was a song that I never heard before, but now it's one of my favorite songs. By the time you get there, I don't know, mission presidents changed. I had 2 mission presidents, so they may have a different mission song. But I remember being so confused. I don't know what they were singing. But you come to love it as time goes by. It was tradition for all the new missionaries to introduce themselves and give a testimony at the pulpit, and then go sit down and join the rest of the missionaries. And then we would all end the meeting with a prayer, and then we would go to the gym, in which the APs had prepared a slideshow and about, to announce who your companions are. So it's kind of we would go to the gym specifically because it was our time to not be reverent anymore. At least that's how they saw it. Personally, I was so not what I was expecting when I went into the mission, and so it was kind of one of those things where it was so much fun, and just to see how much the missionaries loved each other and were so happy and excited to be with each other. And I remember thinking, this is awesome, and they had us go up to the front, and everyone was cheering and stuff, and it was, then they would announce our trainers, and so it'd be Sister Lang, your trainer is, and my trainer system Sister Madrid, and in my head I was thinking, I remember having a thought, this is like Hogwarts. we're being sorted, or we're being given trainers, and so that's in my head. I was thinking this is so much fun, and I was so excited to be there, and meet my trainer, and so I just remember that being a really happy time, and with the current mission president, I believe they do something different, which is kind of a small dinner kind of thing, where you get off the train, you're tired and stuff, and I remember this when I had gotten my own trainee, and it was just kind of with the new mission president, and they no longer did transfer meetings. It was more of a you get fed casserole. It was delicious. I don't, they might change it, but we kind of have a small dinner, kind of a little get together with all of the trainers and all of the new missionaries, and so then it's just kind of, and then the mission president or his wife will then kind of do a little announcement of who your trainees are, or who your trainer is. And so I think that'll be more of what it's like. But much more spiritual that way, that's for sure. Also, before your trainer is announced, or you come to know who that is, or you're given them or whatever set forth, the mission president interviews you. And I remember mission president at the time was President Eberhart. And President Eberhart and his wife, they both have this like white hair, like just glowing white hair. And they look like angels. And I remember my first interview, it'll be your first interview with the president, and he had these piercing blue eyes, and it's like he was looking into my soul. And it's his time for him to kind of understand who you are and to get to know you. And from there, he may still be kind of deciding who your trainer will be. I truly know that whoever your mission president will be, whether it's President Hillier, who is my second mission president, or someone else, they're truly called of God, and they will be able to receive the revelation needed to put you in the place where you need to be, and to help you, and to definitely make sure that you get the right trainer, or just, I guess, be with the right companions in the right place. You know, your mission president truly will be called of God. I remember I guess, seems like a second day, because I felt like transfers had gone on so long, but finally I made it to my first area, which was South Salt Lake, and I was with my trainer, Sister Madrid, and Sister Madrid was from Hawaii, and so I thought that was super cool. And you remember that first day not too well. A lot of it was in me being introduced to people. We were in a biking area, which in skirts is a thing you will either get used to, or what we did was, like, eventually went to Walmart and got like biking shorts and stuff. You put it under your skirts and stuff and wear it that way. And that was a new experience. And so I just remember all day biking around in the heat. I think I got a sunburn. And just meeting a bunch of wonderful people that Sister Madrid had known. She was in the area for a little while, and so she was kind of just showing me around. And I think we had a couple of appointments with some members of the ward, or one of the wards. An exciting thing about the Salt Lake City East Mission is sometimes you don't have just one ward, or you never share a ward. You might, possibly, but more likely than not, you'll have multiple wards, or an entire stake that you cover. And so that's kind of an interesting thing. So we had to go meet the two bishops that we were over in that area. That was the smallest area I was in. Yeah, so other than that, I was one of the smallest amount of people. But it was just met a lot of great, wonderful people. I remember feeling from the first week, I was so tired. If anything, missionaries are very good at planning so well. That's something that will be so important to you, because you are on the Lord's time, and it is up to you to make sure that time is used wisely. And so you plan very well and use every bit of part of your day as effectively as you can. And I just remember being so not prepared for that. I just felt we were on our feet all the time, and just kept going and going, and that was something I wasn't prepared for. I think about myself before my mission. I was kind of a bum. I like sitting down. Sitting down is good, and just having a lot of time to myself and stuff, which is not a good thing. Like, I mean, it is a good thing, but on your mission is not a thing that happens. and I just remember feeling so tired, and I was afraid to ask my companion if I could have a nap, because I was like, that's terrible of me, because I'm a missionary and like I need to keep going because like it's what the Lord would expect. But over time I found out that could sometimes we have a small lunch break. Sometimes we would kind of skip lunch instead and take a nap because sometimes it's needed for adjusting. It may not your schedule may not permit it, and the work always comes first. But I always remember when you could take a rest, because sometimes it's really needed just for your mental health and your physical health. And so, yeah, so tired. But definitely you get used to it though. And I remember having kind of the same thing when I myself became a trainer 6-7 months later. I can't remember how long it was. But eventually when I did become a trainer, I remember I had to remember what it was like to be a trainee, and it's important